Hello, you're there. Okay, I am working on that painting that I've been working on all semester, and here it is. Got the palette set there. So I'm starting to integrate the two halves together. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a diver on one side, and there is a boat being rowed across the river of life on the other side with the rising bird. So I'm starting to do the water underneath here. I'm using watercolor appropriately enough in this quite big brush by Winsor & Newton, and it's a beauty. Once you have enough money, you should get one of these big brushes. I will not tell you the price, but they're not cheap. So with a watercolor I work different from oils. You know, with oils I work in layers, building it up, and with watercolors I kind of go straight on to the white paper like that, and build up the layers of the waves under here and somehow integrate them together. I'm going to make it a kind of evening scene, which I don't very often do, so it's kind of experimental for me. You should always be experimenting up until the day you die and the day after you die. So a lot of watercolor, one of the problems with it is that the paint dries up inside the tubes. So I've actually split this tube along the side here, and I'm using it, I'm just kind of putting water in it and getting the hard paint to come back to life. I ran out of this particular colour, which is called phthalo blue, so hopefully that does it. Now it's going to be a little bit tricky to get these two bits integrated because that's dried in, but it should eventually start to become not a painting of two halves, but a painting integrated of two wholes, a balance between yin and yang. You don't want to be too yin, which is female energy. You don't want to be too yang, which is male energy. You want to be balanced in between the two of it. And I feel so does a painting, the harmonic balance of the essential energies of the universe. So that's it, it's something that I don't use speeded up cameras that they always do on YouTube to do the painting that takes weeks or days, and it is all just done miraculously in front of your eyes in 5 minutes as if there was no effort in it. But actually there is a lot of effort in a painting, as those of you who have seriously struggled this semester will know. Now the finals are going to be, try and submit your work by the 20th of May. I have to have all the results into the college by, I think it's around the 25th, 26th of May. So, the sooner you get the final painting that you've done sent to me, the better. And I've already received some. Now, you don't need to send anything through the United States Postal Service. Just email or text the image to me. However, I got this beautiful painting, which I am going to put on my wall by one of the students, and it depicts through a window the Brooklyn Bridge in a misty, rainy night, and the rain's on the window. So it's got many layers. This one right in front of us, the window, then the drips on the window, then the mist in the air, and then finally the lights trying to come from the bridge through the mist and all becoming diffused. So I love this painting. it's going to be a treasure, and that student has got a definite A grade. So, not mentioning any names, of course, but she knows who she is. So here we are, and I'm working away on this. As you can see, I'm struggling away like the rest of you, and I always work with the students, so we're always in the same game together, pushing through the barriers, dealing with the problems of life, dealing with the daily grind, and still producing artwork from our own hands, you know, not just done through computers, but from our own beings and hands. I think that's still very important. And here we are. Okay, I'll put some more on this later, but that's the story so far. So finals is this week. You'll be seeing this probably around the 16th or 17th of May. So try and get the stuff in by the end of this week, you know, which would be 20, 21st, 22nd, you know, around the time by this week, next weekend, get the stuff sent to me. And that's it. So that's my job here, doing this. Trying to work these two things together. Let me see if that is able to be seen. I'm never sure with these cameras how to... there we are. I've no camera operator, so I'm a kind of one-man show here. So there am I integrating two scenarios together, and let's see how that manages to eventually become one. Anyway, that's it. Okay, so fire ahead, do as much as you can, and I will be looking forward to seeing your stuff and putting the grades up on the internet for you. Well done, everyone, and always keep in touch with me. Remember that you've got my cell phone, and you can always get me through the college